Blending modes or blend mode can be confusing. And if you're not sure what a blend mode does or which one to pick, this chapter is for you. In this chapter, I will explain the most common blend modes, when to use them, and how to better understand the logic behind them. So without further ado, let's start with chapter 3.
Let's blend water and oil together. It's not blending.
Then let's learn blending.
Hello everyone, I'm Zishan Shah and welcome to Z Interactive YouTube channel, your own training institute. So today we will start with our third chapter, which is about blending modes. Now we will be using blending node, which is quite essential node, and you will be using it a lot inside Substance Designer, because without the blending node you won't be able to join two different nodes together. So that is why it is one of the most important, most crucial node inside Substance Designer. Now, blending mode nodes have different sort of modes, and those modes are quite different in their own way. So we will learn different modes inside this chapters. So let's begin, and without further ado, let's start with the first lesson of our chapter 3. Now, blending mode, as you can see here, blending node, as you can see here, we have studied in our last few two chapters, and as you know, it takes two different nodes and convert them into a one node. Now here we have the blending node, and inside the blending node we have the blending mode. Now there are a lot of blending modes. The first mode that we will learn today is the add and subtract. So we will learn these two modes today. Now, what does the add blending mode do? The add blending mode takes two different nodes and join them together like they are one. So if you will look at it right now here, in the blending mode, we have copy. That means nothing is applied to it yet. So first we need our foreground. So I'm using the star in the foreground, and then I'm using this shape, the disk shape, in the background. Now once they both are connected, we can go in the blending mode and we can turn our add on. Now in Photoshop it is known as linear dodge, but in Substance Designer it is called add. Okay, so if we will add it, so you will see both of them are top of each other, just like here you can see that. Now if I will apply this one here to my like 3D like viewport, okay, so just right click and drag over here, so it will be applied. But first thing, you have to make sure you have to go to default, make sure tessellation is on. Once the tessellation is on, so what you can do, you can go to the scale of this. First of all, let's increase the tessellation factor and then increase the scale of it. So let's increase it more, around 20, so we can see more of the result here. So now we have this star and we have this star like disk, and they are both joined together. So that's what pretty much the add do. It takes two different nodes and join them together. So wherever you will see the white and white, like white of the star and white of this disk, they will join together as one, and black will stay as black. So even if you have something which have white spots over here somewhere, so that white spots will be like visible here. If you have some white spot here, so that means that white spot will be on over here and merging with these two. So it's almost like you are merging two different layers in Photoshop. Now suppose you have this here and you want the star's height to be lesser than the disk. So what you can do, you can control the height of each by using levels. So I will put the level here, plug it the star inside the level here and plug it here. Now I have the star in the level. Now what I will do here is that simple. I will just go on the bottom ranges. So I will start reducing this range of the white amount, and you can see that this is lowering down. Okay, but still they are combined. There is nothing here which is affecting that. Okay, now same thing I can do that with my uh, output node here for the disk. So if I want to reduce the height of the disk, so I can connect the levels to the disk and reduce it. So you can see that this is how it is affecting. Okay, so this is how you can uh, create your different sort of um, materials here, and then you will be able to get the result that you want. Now, as much I will increase the height, it will stay as stiff as possible. If I will go to the shape and change the shape to maybe like paraboloid, okay, I have here paraboloid, and you can see that the shape is just like here, and this is how it is creating add effect uh, with the levels, and then here. So everything stays as it is. They just join together without any sort of like distortion or any sort of thing. So it's very quite simpler to use. Plus, let's remove this for now. The add node, the add blending mode is commutative. Commutative means if I switch these two, like put the star in the background and put the shape in the foreground, like pressing selecting these two and pressing X2 so that they will swap. So you will notice there is no changes, so that they are reversible. So there is so it is called commutative, that they won't affect reverse process here. Now let's see how the add blending mode works with the masking. So we have these two nodes here. One is the dirt 2 node, which looks like this. Other one I have is the dirt gradient. Now I have connected them inside my blending mode, and there is nothing applied right now. So just notice this is how the dirt 2 looks like, and this is how the dirt gradient looks like. Now if I will use the add command here, like I add mode over here, so you will notice that white and white from here will be joined together, and wherever there is a common white, that will stay common white. There is no like subtraction or deletion in that, so that will stay like common white. So white over white will not get affected. It will merge together automatically. So whatever common white is here, common white is here, will look like one object here. So this is how what we got here after combining these two. Now I can take this blending mode and put it in the opacity of the other blending mode, and this other blending mode is basically colors of a uniform color, okay, which is dark brown, and then we have this mustard sort of color which is in the background. So foreground and background, and in opacity what is showing only the foreground. So opacity is what this has become our opacity. So whatever is the white area, this foreground, this dark brown is showing in that white area. So this is how you can create nice looking dirt mask, and you can apply them in your like substance designers models or anything you was you're creating. So it's quite really good for masking purposes. Now let's see once again how the add blending mode works with the height map. So I have here the star, the Berlin noise, and I have connected these two inside my blending mode. Now what I will do here is that inside the blending mode, I will turn this into add. Now you can see that add has made my star and my Berlin noise joined together, and I will right click here and drag it on my object here, like on my surface here. So you can see that this is what I have here. They are all joined together as one object. Now, whatever was white here and what white here is now commonly attached. So it will just add it just like that without doing any kind of distraction or anything. And if I will select both of them and press X to switch, it will stay as it is. However, we can connect these levels to it if you want to affect them. Okay. So I have this sort of a level here, which is I can increase or decrease, and you can see as it is going lower. Okay. So that white amount is becoming gray. So when the white amount will start becoming gray, it will start adding or mixing up with the background here. Similarly, here we can do that. You can increase it or you can decrease it. So with the levels, you can have this sort of a result. Okay. So if you will keep on changing the levels, white will stay intact, and if as it will start becoming grayish, so you are changing the opacity. So basically, when you are changing changing it to gray, that means you are changing its opacity. So you are making it transparent. So notice that if it is white, 100% visible. If you're changing, if you're reducing the levels of the white from the level node, so it is changing the opacity. So when it is changing the opacity, it's mixing with this, just like in Photoshop that you do. Same thing over here, because in the background there is nothing but black color. So if it is completely high, it will look like this. If I will start reducing this, it will start becoming, the opacity will get lower and lower. And why it's becoming black? Because under the black uh, node we have opacity, and opacity is all black, so that's why it's like becoming black. So that's how it works in the height map. Now let's see subtract blending mode. Now subtract, basically by the name, as you guess, it subtracts two different nodes. Now I have here star, just like I had it in the add. I have here disk. Now I will go to blending. I will attach these two. Now one thing here is that subtract is the opposite of add. Now if I will go to the blending mode and choose the subtract, you notice what it has done. It has taken my top node, which is star, and use it as a cutter, okay, and cut this shape from the disk. So you can take this as an example of like a biscuit cutter. Just like this, if you can see on the screen, we have this biscuit cutter, like you can say a dough cutter. So whatever is on the top becomes this, okay? And whatever is on the bottom becomes this. And this is this, okay? So this is what you can get out of it, okay? Um, so basically, so whatever is on the top becomes this part, okay? Which will cut your dough or whatever flour you have here. And then the bottom part will become your complete dough, just like this. And the blending mode here is what the result is this cutout, okay? It will show this kind of cutout here. So I hope you have understood about it. Now one thing about the subtract blending mode, it's a non-commutative, means if I'll switch these two, so now the result is different, because this has gone on the top and this has gone on the bottom, and this is on the bottom. So how it is like now this part has become your dough cutter, biscuit cutter, okay? And this part on the bottom has become your dough itself. And what you are getting the result, you're getting the result of this, okay? So I hope you have understood about this being this non-commutative blending mode here. Now let's see how it works if we are using the subtract for mask purposes. So I have here this blending mode, okay, and here there is nothing applied. It's like copied right now. I have this grunge map on the top, and I have this logo on the bottom. So as you know, this grunge map is on the top and this is on the bottom. And here I'm in the blending mode. I will go to the copy option here and choose my subtract. So this is what will happen. This will become like cutter, okay, and this is like your dough, and this is the result that you're getting out of it. Okay, so this is what you will get out of your process. So let's do one thing. I'll take my base color and right click and apply over here so that you can see I have this mustard color in the background and I have this brown color here. And then I will use this result of the subtract on my opacity of this blend. And this is this sort of a result you will get out of it. Now here I have, you will see like a uniform color applied for in the height map so that it won't affect the height. Okay, like a gray color. So one thing we can do here is that if we will go here and if you want to switch over, we can select both of them, press X. So the result will be opposite because subtract is non-commutative. Now let's do one thing here. Let's apply this rounded rectangle and see what sort of result we get. Now, as soon as I will apply that, just notice like wherever you have this sort of area, okay, check here, okay, you have this faded or like blurred sides, okay, this is basically like a sort of a transition between darker area to a white to a brighter area. So if you see the result of the subtract is same as that, like it has subtracted this grunge, okay, from the black part and keep everything in the white part. So transition is also affecting in this way. It's a quite good tool if you're like it's a quite good blending mode if you're using for transition made or transitions like transition type of um, uh, like uh, like shapes or something like that. Okay, if I will switch these two, okay, so you can see now the transition is basically here, and this is how in the whiter area it is appearing, in the darker area it's not appearing. So basically this is how you get a very fine results using the transition. The transition makes a lot of difference if you're using subtract for the mask, and keep in mind it is non-commutative. So let's see how it works if we have subtract for the height map. For the height map, what kind of result we have? We have star in the first, in the background, in the foreground, and then we have in the second, which is the background, the Berlin noise. So we have star in foreground, Berlin in the background. Now, if I will go back here in the blending mode and change this from copy to subtract, I will have this result. So whatever is white is being kind of cutting out from the background, and whatever is black will stay as it is. So this is as an expected result that you have. Okay, so negative value, it is going down. Now one more thing we can do here is that we can add levels, okay, to our these both of these nodes just to control. Okay, so I have levels here and I have levels here. Okay, let's reset this one. I think that it's here. Yeah, now it's perfect. It's all resetted. Now if I'll go to the my blend mode here, okay, and I can take the levels of this star, and if I'll start reducing the white amount of it, so you can see that it has started to show up. Okay, So at completely white area, so what is happening? It's not showing anything over here. Okay, like because it is completely subtracted. So if I will start reducing its white level, so you will notice that that white level here, okay, is becoming uh grayish because I'm reducing it. And when it is becoming grayish, its opacity is lowering down. So it will start appearing, it will start showing the background, and background is what? Berlin noise. So this is how I will start getting the Berlin here, and you can see going on. Okay. Now same thing I can do with the levels of the Berlin noise. If I will go here, so it will start. If I will start reducing it, because in the opacity or in under the background there is nothing, just a black. Okay, so I'll start reducing this level. So you can see it is becoming gray. If the opacity is going lower, so what is behind? Black color. So black color, it is becoming darker because of that black. Okay, so this is how you will start getting uh, the Berlin noise affected here. This is how the subtract map work for height. So that's pretty much it about the add blending mode, which is commutative, and subtract blending mode, which is non-commutative. You can switch the add. You will not get any sort of like destruction if it will stay. But subtract, because it is non-commutative, the result may affect if you will switch the foreground and the background together. So I hope everything is clear. And thanks a lot for joining my lesson. I'm really thankful to all you for supporting me, and I hope to receive your support continuously. I have noticed that many of people who are watching the videos have not subscribed to my channel yet. So please subscribe to my channel and also click the bell icon so you can receive all the notifications about the great new contents I will be uploading soon. If you have liked my video, so please hit the like button, and if you have any queries or questions, then leave them in the comment section below and I will answer them as soon as possible. And one request I have, and that is, I have noticed that some of the viewers do not watch my videos online and instead they download them. So please, if anyone is doing that and you find someone doing them, then please stop them, because this will never help to get my hard work paid off, and it will demotivate me. So I don't want to stop making tutorials for you all. Therefore, help me to get new subscriber also. I will take off now, and take care guys till we meet in the next lesson. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep learning on Z Interactive, your own training institute.
There is one important announcement I would like to make. I have started 3 great membership plans on my channel. I have introduced ZI Friends membership plan, which will give you exciting perks like loyalty badges and priority on comments. I have also introduced ZI Early Bird plan, which will give access to Z Interactive tutorials way early before they become public. So you will get all these lessons at once and you can binge watch them. Last but not the least, I have introduced ZI Premium plan, which will give access to advanced professional tutorials, which you will find at very expensive outside, and I will be giving this at a very low amount of price. So visit my channel now and click on the join membership to get more information. I hope you become one of my members. If you want to learn how to create a highly detailed prop procedurally using Substance Designer, so this premium tutorial series is for you. Join my premium membership plan on YouTube and get access to all premium tutorials. In this tutorial series, I will demonstrate how to use Substance Designer along with simple geometry to create a realistic, smashed up retro television.